What exactly does it mean to have unstoppable finances? Are you already there? Often, what I see is, especially when it comes to money, there are things we've come to believe are normal when in reality, it's not. It's just being pushed at us to the point of indoctrination. There's an agenda behind it, of course, but we're not even talking about like that part today. Today, we're going to talk about you and those unstoppable finances you're looking for. Inside this episode, you'll learn how to tell if you're unstoppable with your money, the best thing you can do to accelerate your financial growth, and the number one trap that I see come up on the road to your financial dreams. This is the Your Money, Your Life podcast, where ambitious women come together to have clarity, prosperity, and confidence with their money without sacrificing precious time and well-deserved fun. So let's do this. Welcome back to another episode of Your Money, Your Life podcast. I'm your host, Aimee Cerka. Today, we're talking about those unstoppable finances and the 4 steps to actually creating those unstoppable finances. Today's the day. Money Masters Inner Circle Academy is officially live. So it felt like the perfect time to kind of go over this, because this is the fundamental, like the unstoppable finances framework is the core framework that the academy is built on, like, and making this a reality for you and your finances, like no matter what, like your circumstances, your priorities, no matter what that looks like, because it's a customizable experience. But regardless, we want you to have those unstoppable finances. Okay. So first step in creating unstoppable finances. This is the offense side of your money. This is making money. Most of us are already doing this in some form or fashion. Yes, we would like to make more money, but like you're already doing that part. We're already taking steps. But the bonus right now in the academy is the brand new money multiplier toolkit. We've been talking about this. So this is a collection of interviews that I have done, interviewing a variety of experts from so many different areas of expertise, backgrounds, all of those things on the ways that they make money, like side hustles, home businesses, and what you need to know to be able to start that. And it's broken down into like, okay, I've got kids at home, so I can't have like a loud background behind me, or I have this background, I have this expertise. This is something I want to do. I don't want to have work late hours, or I'd rather work at night. It's set up for your success so that you can check it out, find the interviews that fit your personality, your specifications, what you're looking for. And then you can go multiply your money utilizing that toolkit and the interviews inside, because we made them really transparent. Like, this is what we wish we would have done. This is what you need to know if you're getting started, if you're doing these things. This is what you like. This is behind the scenes curtain look at what you need. So if you're looking to multiply your income, if you join the academy right now, you get the money multiplier toolkit as a bonus. That's offensive. So that's making money. So to create unstoppable finances, we need to have income of some sort. Now that can be 9-to-5, corporate job, side hustle, home business, investments. I don't think I'm leaving anything out. All the ways that we make income. Okay. The second part of unstoppable finances is the defense. Now, defense, we spend a lot of time on, probably defense and then battlefield, which is the third part. We spend the most time and really like learning to play defense in a healthy way, which is really the battlefield, we'll get to in a minute. So defense, this is where your budget's going to come into play. We're not just tracking expenses. There is a difference between just tracking your expenses and staying like on top of them using some sort of tracking system, whether it's you need a budget or something else, and like actually budgeting. So we need to actually budget. The other thing that we talk about all the time is making the switch from focusing on your debt payoff to focusing on your net worth and the money mindset behind that. And that's really the biggest trap that I see. Like, we think that we're doing this. We've already got it figured out, but we're not doing all of it. And really step 4 is the one that holds most people back with the consistency and the true long-term progress. But defensively, we'll say 2 and 4. 2 and 4 are the things that I see hold most people back, because we think we're doing it. We think we've got it figured out. But in reality, we're listening to those things that we've been told that we think are normal, and they're really not normal. And there's a better way out there. And sometimes it's even more simple, like a simpler way, but we're still not listening. We're still doing the wrong thing. So then we end up in the wrong spot, right? So defense, it's your budget. It's not a 4-letter word. Your budget is simply setting the intention of where you want your money to go. We're not just tracking our expenses. We're actually budgeting here. We're making the switch. Instead of focusing on our debt worth, really, or instead of focusing on our debt payoff, we're focusing on our net worth, because that's our long-term gain. We're still spending money. We're still having fun. We're still doing the things that we want to. That is defense. Like spending money on yourself and having play money is a defense, like a defensive part of your finances. Which brings us to the third part, which is battlefield. Battlefield is money mindset, economics, rules of the game. This is where inflation shows up. But the biggest thing is those money mindset blocks, because we all have negative money mindset stories, negative money mindset blocks, whatever you want to call them, because we're human. We were raised by human, and our humans and our perception is off. Things from our past, we all created these. We all have them. Nobody has a perfect money mindset, not even myself. It's something that we're still working on. And you hear in the intro of the show talking about the fact that I felt like I wasn't worthy, and like I felt like everything had to be a struggle. And switching that mindset and becoming aware of that money mindset story was really the first step. And that was like a really hard pill to swallow. Like, let's just talk about it for a minute. I remember there was 2 different times it was having calls with my coaches, and it was one of my coaches, and it just kind of felt like I had wasted all this time, because the problem was me. I had done all this work and didn't see the results that I anticipated, and it was on me. Like, that sucked. But what can we do there? Sitting there and in that moment, and I guess it's a form of self-pity there, that wasn't going to do us any good. I had to continue to move forward. So what do we do now? Which is part of the reason why I'm so passionate about helping you uncover your money mindset story faster, so that it doesn't hold you back as long as it held me back. But it's still something that I'm aware of and something that I'm working on, because of the way that our subconscious mind is designed. It's designed to protect us. So we have instantaneous reactions that we can't necessarily control. Even when we know better, we can program them over time, and it might not show up as much, but it's still going to happen. I know I had mine show up on Monday, but I was aware that it was showing up, and I was aware that it wasn't true. So it didn't stop me. And that's what is so powerful about the battlefield. So yes, we get into the tacticals and the how-tos and creating the simple system and implementing it and all those things. But at the core of what we do inside the academy, it's giving you that unstoppable mindset, because you need that unstoppable mindset to truly be able to make the other things work. It doesn't matter what your budget looks like if you are judging yourself from what you're spending money on, or you're judging yourself for where you're at, or you don't want to budget because you don't know where it's at, or you don't think it's a priority, or these things that we talk about aren't possible for you. It's not until we uncover the money mindset stories and then we are able to tell you, you are enough, you are worthy. It doesn't have to be a struggle. One of the things that I still write in my journal every single day, because I want to have that reminder and have it in front of me, is I make money with ease, because it doesn't have to be a struggle. You hear the switch there? It doesn't have to be a struggle. And I need to remind myself of that, because of the story that I have told myself for so long. And I know that there's stories out there that you're telling yourself, and maybe you still feel like that's just like the norm. That's just the way it is, all of those things, but it's not. There is another way out there, and that is what the battlefield does. And that's just the third step of the unstoppable finances. It's a very important step, but that's the third step. The fourth and final step is coaching, because pro athletes have someone to keep them accountable as well. I know there are some personalities out there that can make themselves do the work, and you might be one of them. Honestly, I am. But there's another level of work that's achieved when you have the accountability. Plus, there's someone there that's helping making sure that you're doing, quote unquote, the right work, okay? Because you have somebody to review the footage with you to see what's going on. Consistent accountability is the best thing that you can do to accelerate your financial growth. We've had so many members join us inside Budgeting Simplified. And honestly, I made that like a no-brainer price point for you to learn to create and budget for prosperity. But I know so many people don't have that budget in place still because they didn't hold on to the accountability and they didn't make it a priority. There's only so much I can do, but if you're willing to step up and say, like, I do want this, I do want those unstoppable finances, and have that accountability that we've built into the academy. That's again why I love the execution lab, because it's designed for us to do it together. I know that working on your finances isn't always fun, and there's so many other things you'd rather be doing. And often we don't prioritize it, because if we don't prioritize it, like, the bills still get paid, right? Like, we do the bare minimum that we need to, but it's not giving you those unstoppable finances, that financial success that you're looking for, because we're not using the 4-step process. Okay. Having unstoppable finances means your finances are like unstoppable. You might get slowed down. I'm not saying that there's not going to be bad times that happen, because we all know bad times happen, but you get through them easier when you have unstoppable finances, because your finances are working for you. You're already doing the healthy habits that you need for that long-term financial success. And it's so hard to even like quantify to you what it looks like to really have that confidence and that peace in your finances, because you're doing the things that you want to do in a better way. You're not spending as much time, like, you're getting more things done faster. You have less stress. You're more happy. All of these things transpire, and it's not even something that I can like really describe for you. You truly have to experience it. And I can't wait for you to experience it. So Money Masters Inner Circle Academy is officially open. The doors are open. I've got some amazing bonuses for you, of course. And for this exclusive launch, this exclusive opening, we have amazing bonuses, and the price point, this is going to be the lowest the price point will be at. Wanted to make it a no-brainer for you, especially with everything that has gone on in the last couple of years. I know now is the time to make this a priority. They talk about the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So make the decision now. We'll see you inside the academy. And I can't wait to hear on Instagram, what was your challenge for today? What was your biggest insight from this Unstoppable Finances framework? Send me a message, let me know on Instagram, and we'll see you next week for another episode of the Your Money, Your Life podcast. Bye for now. This episode of the Your Money, Your Life podcast is brought to you by Money Masters Inner Circle Academy. What would it do for you if, regardless of what's going on in the economy, you knew that you were financially taken care of? You can systematically generate wealth, create that impact, and make priceless memories with your family that you want to, without having to constantly watch the bank account, all without the overwhelm, the burnout of having to work 80-hour plus work weeks, living off of beans and rice, or telling your kids no forever. Inside the brand new academy, we dive into the Unstoppable Finances framework, creating a solid financial foundation for you that allows your budget to meet the three critical rules for growth and long-term systematic sustainability, as well as strategies to increase your income and breakthrough money mindset stories that are holding you back from your well-deserved success. Then we'll add in power ups to make your hard earned money go farther. And of course, systematize the process so you have more time to do what you love with whom you love, stress free. When you have those tough moments where you just don't know if you're doing enough or even the right thing, you'll have weekly group coaching calls so that you can get back into momentum fast, as well as up to date, relevant training for what's going on now in the world and what's coming. We'll do it all with simple, practical strategies that actually work in a fun manner. That's part of why we added the Execution Lab, a monthly meeting where we sit down to listen to some fun music, work on our finances, the stuff that we need to make time for, all together. And I'll be there along the way, live with you if questions come up. The Academy doors are officially open. And of course, I threw in some pretty amazing bonuses that will expire on June 20th. So what you need to do now is go to aimeecerka.com/academy and check out all the details on the 12-month program and enroll. And if you missed that link, it's hanging out in the show notes for you.